This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
I'm getting too old for this. Curse those humans! They're attacking the royal mines again! Knights of the Square Table! Defend our family jewels!
We must defeat Sir George's men! Gasflame, establish a defense perimeter. Bernavir, report on troop strength. Blaze, you and I will attack in formation Delta Tango Orange. Or better yet, let's just rush in and torch those buggers. For Camelhot! Run away!
Are you ready for an obscure point-and-click adventure game about a random obscure cartoon series based in the UK? Well, I'm ready for it. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with a new game from our library, and this time it's Blazing Dragons for the PlayStation 1. Created in 1996 by Illusion Game Company, published by Crystal Dynamics. Blazing Dragons is a point-and-click adventure game with the comedy of the Monty Python feel because it was written by Terry Jones of the company itself. It is a based off a cartoon series. Oh, that's the demo of it. We'll hold off on that. It is based off a cartoon series that ran in 1996 for 2 seasons, 26 episodes. It ran in the United Kingdom, Canada, and France. I never saw this show. I think the only way you were able to see it was either through some like PBS stuff or some obscure stuff. So I didn't grow up with this initially, but I did play the game when I was younger, and I thought it was a funny little point-and-click adventure game about dragons in a fictional world called Camelhot, which is basically just, Camelot with dragons and animals and stuff like that. So, before we start the game, we'll go over the demo and stuff like here in a second. So, let me show off the text display. Let me adjust the volume just a little bit. I think that should be fine. Let me take a look at the... That should be fine in terms of volume. Actually, let me turn down just a little bit, see. Okay, that sounds about right. Okay. And we can look at the controls. The controls are pretty straightforward. It's a point-and-click adventure game, so L1 and R1 cycle through our options, or through like our interactions. Triangle for inventory bag, and X to actually do stuff. And then we can mess with our memory card and password, but we don't have anything with that right now. So we can also check out the previews. Let's see what Crystal Dynamics was up to at this time. Well, actually, should I save that for a bonus episode? Well, it is basic commercials. So yeah, we'll start the game and then we'll do previews maybe at the end of the game or something like that. But it's basically commercials for other Crystal Dynamics products. So, all right, let's see what a world about talking dragons has to offer.
The raid wasn't a complete loss, Sir George. We did lose 1,000 knights, but at least we made off with this extraordinary diamond.
It's half-eaten! Curse those dragons! Merrin, I want some fiendish advice. How can I make Camelhot mine?
My spies have just given me some new, deliciously diabolical information regarding the future of Camelhot.
My new alarming clock is a splendid invention, but adding the snooze lever was pure genius.
Flicker, hurry up, you lazy bag of dragon droppings. King Allfar's been waiting to see you.
I just want to test the snooze lever one more time. I'll be down in 9 minutes.
Fine. I'll tell the king, our absolute sovereign, master of all he surveys, that you can't fit him into your busy schedule.
Whoa, hold your jingle bells. Tell the king I'm on my way. Maybe it's about my request to battle in the tournament tomorrow. If I can't win, Princess Flame will be forced to marry someone else.
Alright, so this is Flicker. He's the main character of the cartoon as well as the video game. And in true point-and-click fashion, we can move around stuff. Here's our little options here. We either got the foot there for movement, eye for looking, this face here for talking, and then the hand for grabbing things. If you can interact with something, usually the model will change slightly, so that way you know you can look at it. Unlike other games where you had to like pixel hunt for stuff like that, it's a little bit different in this game, so it makes it a little bit easier. So let's take a look at things in our room before we get started. So
it's a photo of Princess Flame. She's the apple of my eye, the cream in my coffee, the frosting on my cupcake. Strange. Whenever I think of Flame, I get very hungry.
Ooh, that could be that could be taken multiple ways. Yeah, it's Monty Python cheeky humor, so it's going to be a bit of mix of, oh, it could be for a younger audience, but it also could be adult humor as well. Apparently this cartoon for this showed off on Toon Disney, and I didn't actually have Toon Disney as a kid because that cost money to get, and I was kind of cheap at home, so yeah, didn't get a chance to watch on stuff like that. But anyway, let's keep taking a look around.
These are all the textbooks from my famous inventor's home study course.
Yeah, didn't know you could do that at home like that.
A great inventor needs a great workbench. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with this one.
Does look pretty boring now that I think about it, so.
Flame calls it my junk pile, but one dragon's junk is another dragon's treasure.
Or it's just junk.
I have a cracking good view of Camelhot from my window.
Did you figure out this game's British yet?
My hero. Necessity may be the mother of invention, but Albert is definitely the father of invention. They're such a nice couple. I wonder why they never had kids.
Albert Einstein is a I guess he's supposed to, I'm not sure if he's supposed to be a dinosaur. That looks like a, I don't know.
The only drawback to my alarming clock is that I have to wake up and wind it every 10 minutes.
Well, it kind of seems defeats the purpose, huh?
I do some of my best work here, so I sleep as much as possible.
Me too, me too. I sleep probably way too much.
My favourite nightshirt. It's a wool asbestos blend.
What is
My
it again?
favourite...
Wool asbestos?
My rubberized tail warmer. Functional yet stylish. It keeps my tail toasty at night.
That's like socks for tails, I guess.
I've refused to touch them after I got stuck on chapter 15, creating a stickier glue.
That could cause some troubles, yes.
Nah, talk is cheap. It would be like talking to a wall.
Some of the interactions will be the same, like not everything has unique dialogue with it.
I'd love to sit here all day inventing things, but there's no time. It would be like talking...
Okay, yeah, if it's the same, I'll try to skip through it.
I don't need this junk. Treasure right now.
And by the way, this game, like all PlayStation 1 games, has pretty notorious loading times. I'll probably cut those out for the most part. Maybe show them at the beginning of the game just to say, hey, there's loading times, but later on I'll just cut them out just for ease of video function.
I have nothing...
Oops.
It would be like talking... It would be like... I have nothing to say to that.
Okay.
You give up easily, don't you? I'm not suicidal yet.
Ooh. Apparently on the Toon Disney version of this, they had to censor it, which makes sense because certain, Britishness or European styles of comedy don't work well for the American audience.
It would be like talking...
Okay.
I would never move it. It's the last thing I see when I go to sleep and the first thing I see when I wake.
Yeah, the talk option seems to not give much.
I wouldn't waste my breath.
Oh, there you go.
I'm leaving it right where it is.
Don't yell at me. I'm just, just doing things, man.
Nah. Bad idea. When I nap during the day, I tend to drool lighter fluid.
Oh yeah, he's a dragon.
I wouldn't waste...
Okay.
I have no use for it while I'm awake.
Well, you'll have to wind it up later anyway, so...
I have nothing to...
Yeah.
That's only for sleeping, and it's nowhere near bedtime yet.
Not yet, anyway, so...
I have nothing...
Okay. Well, we need to grab this. This is the one thing we need to take, so... Alright, so we got ourselves our inventory here, so let's take a look at that. Oh.
It's my clicker. The first thing I ever invented. I won second place at the science fair that year. First place went to the wheel.
Dang wheel. Alright, let's put this back in there. His first tail warmer. We also need to grab this jar as well.
This is the most precious...
Okay, it's the same thing.
It's my pet moth, Pavlov. So far, I've conditioned him to stay in his jar even after the lid is removed.
Pavlovian moth? Yeah, that's the first I've heard of that.
Hello, Pavlov.
Well, let's take that jar.
Hello, little friend. Anxious to show all the nice people what a well-trained moth you are? Pavlov, where are you going? You're setting a terrible example at the beginning of the game. Bad, moth, bad.
Well, he's gone, so...
This is the jar my pet moth Pavlov once called home.
And now he's gone.
My rubberized tail warmer.
Okay, that's the same as before. Alright, let's leave the room.
I never go anywhere without this. A good inventor always has his invention book.
But yeah, so there's the loading screens. But some of them will be pretty fast, so yeah, let's put the book away. We can also look at the book too, so let's take a look at this thing.
This is one of my favourite inventions. Everyone needs help scrubbing those hard-to-reach scales.
Yeah, I mean, how would you? Your arms aren't even long enough, so that makes sense.
Steam from a heated kettle provides the power source. The scrubber spins with enough force to clean just about anything, including grimy tail scales.
I wonder how often that actually happens in this world.
The jet of steam catches in the cups and spins the receptor rack.
Yeah. And we could swap between all the different inventions.
There's nothing there but some unfinished inventions. It's still a new book.
Alright. We'll look over these because you'll have to remember these for later.
This invention could be a big help for cleaning up after parades and festivals.
Yeah, Flick is basically your typical inventor character, so...
Pedaling provides locomotion and powers the fan blades. Pedaling provides locomotion.
Oh, okay.
The spinning fan blades provide plenty of thrust to blow away litter and dust. Friends, dragons, countrymen, lend me your ears! And this invention will turn them into some darn good popcorn.
Ooh, popcorn. Haven't had it in a long time myself.
The invention requires a heat source to dry the corn.
The sun!
You start with an ear of fresh corn, which you have to dry until the kernels are hard. Dried corn kernels are packed into an airtight container. It has to be metal to evenly distribute the heat.
Makes sense.
Toss the popper into a fire or near anything that's really hot, and a few minutes later, look out. A large enough popper could blow out the fire, or worse, so be careful.
That wasn't said in the text.
There's nothing there but
Okay.
some...
Alright, anyway, back out of this thing.
There are no...
Oops. Oh, what did he say again, sir?
There are no more inventions back here. Just a sonnet I'm working on for Flame's birthday.
Oh. Weird. Anyway, if we click on him, we go out of the book, so... Alright, let's take a look in this place, see what we can find.
Window.
Well,
Nah. I really can't do that.
you don't want to take a window? Not really?
This candelabra has lit my way to the kitchen for many late-night snacks. It would be like talking...
Okay. Well, let's take the candelabra, so put it back on our inventory. And we got, way you can... Okay, so we got the open doorway there. But we'll head there later, so. Alright, let's head on to the, Chamber Square.
Flicker, about tomorrow's tournament, my answer is no.
Jeez, I was only an hour late.
The tournament is open only to Dragon Knights. You're not a knight. You're not even a squire. Knights of the square table, your attention, please.
Silence, please! Silence for the king! Pray silence! The king is speaking! Shh! Oh, sorry.
We must do something, Flicker. I refuse to marry one of these flaming idiots.
I'll try, Flame. I promise. Uh-oh, visitors!
Humans in Camelhot?
Greetings, King Smallfire. Oh, I sincerely regret to hear that you are finally retiring. When my entry in your tournament the Black Dragon wins and is crowned king, he will turn your hide into ladies' handbags and tight shoes.
What? Humans can't enter the tournament? I'm certain the Camelhot law book will not allow such a thing. Chancellor?
You're undoubtedly right, sire. Chapter 3, Section 9, Paragraph 18 clearly states that humans shall not be eligible to participate in any tournament. Unless, of course, they have a dragon to participate on their behalf.
Chancellor, I believe you're mistaken. Doesn't Chapter 3, Section 9, Paragraph 18 refer to an obscure law governing public snout-picking?
Yes, well, at one time it did, but I changed it, accidentally. This is a sensitive matter of state, King Allfire. I really don't think the princess should be involved.
Quite right. Keep quiet, dearest.
Quibble while you may. Tomorrow, Camelhot will be mine. Away, Mervyn!
Humans! Pah! We should have toasted the little pink bugs the moment they arrived.
Calm down. Our opponent can be defeated. Your mission is to bring back information about this mysterious black dragon.
Yes, sire!
Father, Flicker needs a mission.
Oh, okay. Flicker, I hereby command you to wash all the dirty dishes that have piled up in the royal kitchen. There you have it.
Oh, wacko.
Tally-ho, chaps! We have a black dragon to quash! That's an English word, you know.
Blind idiot!
Oh, great. I see Sir Gasflame's been using room service again.
Alright, well, looks like the humans have popped into town, and that's not going to be good. So we heard quite a few voices in there, so obviously Joseph, well, I don't want to say obviously, I don't recognize him immediately, but Joseph Ride as Flicker. We heard Kat Sose is there as Princess Flame. We heard Jim Cummings as the King himself and the Chancellor. Good old Winnie the Pooh. And a surprise twist, Cheech Marin, it was the voice of Sir George. Yeah, he was one of the big draws for this game, is that Cheech Marin voiced one of the characters in it. So there you go. You also have Rob Paulson in there as well, and Jeff Bennett, and George Berger, and Jesse Harnell, and stuff like that. So we'll hear more later on. We haven't heard. I think we heard Terry Jones as well. I think he was Sir Benevere there. But anyway, we gotta clean this place up before we can continue on in our journey. So, all right, let's look at the plates here.
That's a waste of time. Those are in the foreground.
Oh, right. We don't deal with foreground stuff here. That's yeah, that's for the best. So.
That's a waste of time.
Okay, anyway. Just like most point-and-click adventure games, so.
The royal tea kettles are always left on the stove in case the king wants a cup of tea to soothe his nerves.
Well, I'm not a tea drinker, but I guess that makes sense.
Salad tongs? These must be really old. Dragons haven't eaten salad in thousands of years.
Who would eat salad anyway? Ugh.
The royal tea kettles are always...
Okay, never mind. That was a different thing to highlight, so...
King Allfire's teacups are on a handy spinning rack.
For being an inventor, I wonder if he invented all this stuff or this was all here ahead of time.
I bet this mop keeps the kitchen floor clean enough to eat off. We should use it on the tables.
Ew! Alright.
I wouldn't...
Oh.
That's a waste of time. Those are in the foreground.
Okay, well, let's take the mop here.
I could most likely use this in case I make a mess. Or perhaps for something else.
Anything else there? Oh, there's some soap.
At least someone started soaking the gem-crusted dishes. Nothing's tougher than diamond stains.
I guess that's true, so... Okay, well anyway, let's start solving puzzles here. So let's take the candelabra here. And use it on the tea kettles.
It's a perfect fit. So snug that no steam's escaping.
Flicker, I've got great news.
You gonna help me with the dishes?
No, if you're a knight, Daddy will have to let you compete in a tournament. To become a knight, you first need to have an existing knight take you on as a squire.
And then?
As a squire, you can journey into the Cave of Dilemma. Leave alive, and you're a knight. Good luck! Bye!
Well, that sure simplified things.
Alright. Actually, let me change the sound effects. Drop them a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Whoops. That way I don't want to drown out the voices if I have the chance. Maybe I should turn up the voices a bit. Let me test it again.
That's a waste of time. Those are...
Nah. Sorry, I'm always bad about figuring out. Like, my hearing is not as good as it used to be, so I can't trust myself sometimes with that. Anyway, alright, so we need a squire situation here, but we still gotta clean this place out before we leave, so let's take our tail warmer and put it into the candelabra there. Actually, let me show it off before we do anything with it.
It's combined the two steam sources into one powerful source.
Ooh.
Nah. I'm sure Cook Turnspit wouldn't like what I'm doing to his kitchen, but then again, I don't like what he does to my dinner.
Ugh. I wonder what dragons eat anyway. But anyway, let's use the tail warmer on that.
Another perfect fit. I'm a natural at this.
Yeah, we're cleaning the teacups like we're supposed to be, so...
Lo and behold, the automatic dishwasher. Now, how much would you pay for this miracle time saver? Don't answer, because I'm free to leave the castle. King Allfire's teacups are on a handy spinning rack.
So yeah, now it's spinning around doing that, so we're not quite done yet. So, all right, let's clean this permanently. So most of this game is pretty linear. There's not really a whole lot of you have to go from one area to the next with a ton of items. So it's kind of like, well, it's not. I was about to say similar to Discworld, but Discworld requires you to go to quite a few different places, not in a strange line. This game's pretty much like, you solve everything in your room almost instantly or within a couple of areas, so it's not super complicated. So anyway, let's use it on the teacups.
Stand back, Flicker. I think you've done it again. It's working. Lo and behold, the automatic dishwasher. Now, how much would you pay for this miracle time saver? Don't answer, because I'm free to leave the castle.
What's all this then?
Good day, Chancellor. This is my latest invention, the automatic dishwasher.
I see it's run off steam. Is it powerful?
As powerful as a dozen knights.
Fascinating. Perhaps later I can help you find some further uses for it.
Well, that wasn't interesting or strange or creepy at all. Nope, of course not.
It would be like... No. You should never stick your hand into a running dishwasher.
Oh, yeah.
Lo and behold, the automatic dishwasher!
Oh, okay, it's the same as before. Just wondering if he had different dialects. Alright, now we can actually leave. So. I mean, I think we could have left sort of before, but we'd be told to go back in, for example, so... Okay. Let's take a look at this place.
Wise King Allfire. Camelhot owes him a debt it can never repay. I don't think that will help.
Yeah. He owes a debt, but he's really, really old.
The dearly departed Queen Griddle. She departed a few years ago with sirloin fire.
Oh.
The dearly departed...
Well, she did depart.
I wouldn't waste my... It would be useless.
Yeah, most of the times you're not going to get much out of the rest of it, so...
It's the revered squared table. The revered coffee table is in the other room.
Yeah, I do like revering coffee tables.
I wouldn't I can't do that. I'm not a knight.
Yet.
I'd better not. He seems deep in thought. Or asleep. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
With old people, that's true.
Excuse me, King Allfire.
Flicker, leave me. I'm thinking through a strategy for when my knights return.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather not.
Wait, what did you say?
Just more trash to haul. No thanks.
Did you just call your king trash?
It would be you. I don't think that will help. I'll carry on, but I won't carry that.
Oops.
I really can't.
Okay, wait. Yeah, whatever Jim Cummings says, Jim Cummings gets. Man, that guy's the voice from my childhood, man. He voiced like everything. Winnie the Pooh, Darkwing Duck, like just a ton of like Robotnik, like just. I mean, his filmography is just like huge with how many different things he's done. It's just every time you hear him, it's just a treat.
It's the royal railing. I have nothing. I like it, but I can't think of a single use for it. This door goes to Princess Flame's bedroom.
Okay, calm down there, dude. Don't sound like a creeper now.
I have nothing to say to that.
Are we gonna step into the princess's room?
Flicker, this is my bedroom. Next time, knock, please.
Okay, sorry, my lady. We'll come back later, by the way. So, yeah, I said luckily the loading times aren't so bad depending on the room. So, all right, this is the king's room. So let's take a look around.
I am honoured that King Allfire has one of my inventions in his bedroom. It's a shame it only tells the correct time twice a day. It would be like talk.
Oh.
I don't have time to pick that up.
Okay.
The King and Queen were happily married for nearly 1,000 years, and unhappily married for more than 4,000 years.
That's typical marriage, I guess.
Pipe cleaners. The king must have been cleaning his sinuses out.
Ugh. What would that be like? Sinus issues with a dragon?
From this balcony, King Allfire can admire the majestic landscapes of Camelhot, which, by the way, are on loan from the Majestic Landscaping Company.
Oh, well, I wonder how long you can lend those out.
It's King Allfire's fountain.
Who has a fountain in their room? Seriously. Honestly.
King Allfire's bed. It has a queen-size mattress, which cost a princely sum.
Huh.
Monarch Quarterly. In this issue, they reprint King Allfire's infamous 12-hour coronation speech.
Well, it's good. Let's see.
I have nothing.
Okay, well, let's take some of those.
I'll just take the Monarch Quarterly along in case I get a sudden bout of insomnia.
Just in case we want to sleep, so. Alright, we got the Quarter Monthly. Let's take those pipe cleaners.
I don't have sinus problems, but this pipe cleaner might come in handy.
Alright, let's put that in there. Okay, now let's go back to Princess Flame's room. Not good, though.
my bedroom or Dragon Central Station?
Oh, sorry, lady.
It's a bottle of Hair Club for Dragons, guaranteed to grow hair on even the most stubborn heads.
I didn't know. Actually, do dragons, can they grow hair?
This room has a lovely sneezing pit. We had to rebuild the castle 3 times before I invented these.
Oh yeah, I guess if you sneeze, your fire breath or whatever dragons have would go all over the place.
It's Princess Flame's couch. If Princess Flame was willing, I'd make it a love seat.
You need to work on that voice there, dude.
It's Princess Flame's couch.
Okay, it's the same thing, so.
Flame has an outstanding view of my bedroom. I'll have to put up some blinds.
I doubt she had that look she gives. Yeah, that's pretty much.
This mirror is clearly warped. Makes me look like I have a jewel gut.
What's a jewel gut? Well, you know, whatever, because dragons and all that. Okay, wait.
Nah. No, it's too far down to the ground. I could never take that.
Never?
No, I don't have time to sit and lounge a lot. Sneezing pits are now obsolete, thanks to my latest invention, the asbestos hanky.
Ah, okay. Grab that bottle.
I wouldn't dare. She might get the wrong idea, which is fine by me, but the censors are watching.
Oh yeah, you can't have that, unfortunately.
Oh, Flame is really upset about the tournament. Excuse me, Flame?
Flicker, have you done it? Are you a squire?
I'm close, Flame. Honest.
Hurry, Flicker. I refuse to marry against my will.
We'll try our best, so... And we get some dialogue options here. Nothing crazy.
Can't you talk the king out of forcing you to marry? Use your feminine wiles. You know, smile sweetly. Lock him in a half Nelson.
I've tried, but he reversed me into a figure 4 leg lock.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Flame?
Flicker?
So, what sort of dragon do you want to marry?
Well, the dragon of my dreams is sensitive.
The other day I saw a rainbow so beautiful, I wept.
Of course he'd have to be funny.
Did you hear about the human who thought manual labour was a famous Spanish painter?
Brave. He'd have to be brave.
I'm almost completely over that nightlight phase. I swear.
And most important of all, he'd have to be covered in tattoos that say, I belong to Flame.
Fine, I'll check the docs and get back to you.
Touchy.
Oh, that was strange.
Flame?
Flame.
Do you have any more advice about becoming a knight?
Nope. But here's a kiss for good luck.
Ah, nuts. Well, that didn't work out how we expected, that's for sure.
Flame?
Flicker.
Let's see. I think that's it for now, so...
Can't you talk the king out of forcing you to marry? Use your feminine wiles. You know, smile sweetly. Lock him in a half Nelson.
I've tried, but he reversed me into a figure...
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I don't know why I said that again. Alright. Let's get out of here, so... At least I don't think there's anything else in the room, so... Okay, let's get out of here.
Nah.
And back to the square table room. Alright, let's go this way now. Oh, hello.
This leads to the Chancellor's chambers. He's King Allfire's most trusted aide, although I'm not sure why.
He does seem very suspicious.
It's a splendid door with an impressive resume. Its hobbies include opening, closing, and stamp collecting.
Oh, the things you know.
King Allfire thought of this information booth after he got lost in a neighbouring castle. Just more trash.
Oh, How dare you call people trash there, Flick?
I beg your pardon?
Yes, what can I do for you?
We're your information booth, so I need some information.
Can I have some useless information?
70% of those slimy humans' bodies is made of water. Now if only the other 30% were made of soap.
We can clean ourselves? Anything else?
Can I have some useless information?
The most visited spot in all of Camelhot is the King's bathroom. Ever since he went on that liquid ruby diet, the King's been in there 5 times an hour.
Ugh.
Can I have some useless information?
The most visited spot in all of Camelhot is the...
Okay, never mind. It's the same. So, what?
What are you knitting?
Oh, my little boy's grown another 2 feet since last week. I just can't keep up. Now, what can I do for you?
I need one of those, things. You know.
You mean one of those diddly bops you put on your... well, you know.
Exactly. But without the doohickey on the end.
Either you want a new bowstring for your crossbow, or I should slap your face. Either way, I can't help you.
Oh, well. Thanks anyway. I guess we should go to a medical place for that.
I need your help. I have to locate the Knights of the Square Table.
I've got a semi-enchanted map. It will show you where you want to go, even if you don't know you want to go there.
Okay, so now we get the enchanted map. So if we use that, we can now go into basically the world map when we want to go to different locations. Which we can also just use the door here to get to the map too here.
The map really is enchanted. I can see where all 4 knights have gone.
Okay, well apparently one of the knights is right here where it is. So we got quite a few places to go. Will we be able to find all the knights of the square table? Where do we start? Where first? And what's Flick's next invention or interesting idea? Find out next time in the next episode of Blazing Dragons. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.